Let's see how they do.
And Koko and teammate and TM's teammate, when they won the last 3v3 tournament, was Delta. And then also on the other side, let's see, we have Blitz and xJcoolJ. They played with Fozy in that 3v3 championship in 2022, and they got 5th place.
Okay. But we're getting into this game one here already. Sgrape going to be looking to set up a juggle here. TM and Spectre trying to get something going. The GC D-Light not enough to be able to push that stock off the top, but that was so close. Sgrape looking for the crazy GC D-Light.
Dude! He's about to do it again to xJcoolJ. He's showing this tremendous force and explosive potential that Zol has, that we've seen from, who was it? Was it Jakey or was it Severe? I forget. I think it was Jakey. Yeah, that we've seen from Jakey in 2s, and we've seen from Jakey in 1s, but just didn't make its way into 3,
Spectre.
and now we're seeing it in 3s.
That's one stock gone here. Oh, Sgrape,
Nice.
that connected. The NC connected.
And he actually,
It's so
like,
huge. You think it's going to be able to KO off the
side.
top? Nope, the side hitbox.
Yeah.
You got to remember the side hitbox.
I'm not used to seeing that hit there, and actually, oh, the dodge through the D-Light into the GC Insig. I really wanted Blitz to grab that KO. I feel like he deserved it.
He did it again. Another Insig. It's coming out here. That is the MVP move so far of this game. So far for Sgrape, and he's looking to set up something nasty to TM off stage. Not able to get that side light though at the end. Okay. Koko
Great
just
coverage.
holding onto the ground.
Yeah, that was a fantastic handoff of Blitz from Koko over to Spectre, who started juggling with neutral airs.
Oh, Blitz trying to go for the side sig though. Unsuccessful though. Sgrape, once again, just really focusing on Koko here for the second. Able to catch that chase dodge as well. My goodness. Okay, Blitz, how do you do it? You get the neutral air, looking for the D-Light, not able to actually connect it. TM just dodges past it successfully. Oh, the
Sgrape going back and
signatures are
forth.
flying.
Yeah, you're seeing him come out, but he's missing a lot of them, and now he's starting to get punished.
Wow.
There's the D-Sig. He felt safe throwing that out because there were literally no other red team members on the stage. That's like the one D-Sig we've seen.
Recovery. Oh, will they be able to get this juggle? TM, he just holds on to the ground pound past the platform and says, hey, you're not juggling me today, but Sgrape now going to be knocked down the last stock. Blue team is looking super good. That's what I would say. TM off stage. Can he make it back on?
Yeah, blue team's just barely holding on to this lead here because of Koko. Fantastic follow-up. That's the way to find a KO off the sideline into the neutral air.
He just keeps on going through all of these GC N6 again and again. He said, hey, it worked out for me before.
You can tell he just goes straight up to the soft platform. He wants to be up there so bad.
Sgrape
nice
going out
cider,
there. Huge cider. xJcoolJ only able to pop out of recovery because he also had to put himself back onto the stage here. TM made it back on. Koko holding onto the cannon here within that D-Light. Is he going to be able to get an opening here? Blitz now setting up the juggle onto Koko. Able to get the end light. Getting both members of the red team. xJcoolJ now deep off stage.
Dude, Spectre's just been sitting on that soft platform saying, please, Koko, save us.
Okay. Sgrape able to get the sideline, able to get a D-Light chase dodges towards his teammates, his safety. My goodness, whiffing that D-Light.
There's one. Oh, no, it's not one.
The recovery catching both members of blue team. Spectre eating another one. xJcoolJ not able to find the neutral that he is looking for. Spectre and Koko, can they make this comeback? Well, let us find out. Sgrape is going out there looking for those D6. D-Light into the neutral.
Oh, Koko just barely holding on. I think a D-Light Nair will KO Blitz. It definitely will KO xJ.
None of these D-Lights.
Nice dodge to the ground pound. There's the unarmed recovery. Not enough to KO yet. Koko was looking for the Nair. Can't find it. He's hugging middle of the stage. He's trying to stay as far away from the blast zone as he can. He gets the KO with the neutral light there. That should have been a D-Light Nair, but he finds it anyway. And then he cleans it up onto Blitz as well. The clutch from TM. I mean, sorry, not TM. Koko.
That's right, 728 damage dealt. And you know what? You said that should have been a cannon D-Light. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like Koko whiffed a lot of cannon D-Lights. That neutral light, really good coverage. I cannot believe that that was able to KO that close to the center of the stage and still bouncing on the stage. I really couldn't believe that. Nicely done. Clutching it out, closing it out. Blue team able to make that comeback. And I have to say, that is so surprising given how red team went, especially for Sgrape. Sgrape was doing so much damage. He had so much lethality thanks to what? Qatar Edsig and Qatar Sidesig. He sent those out. He kept on pressing that button, my friend. And, you know, I feel like I don't know what's happened to me where I'm like hype about mild Queen Eye Sig spam. I don't know what what's happened to me that I'm okay with this. But
Threes is different.
I'm chill with
Threes
it.
is just different. Threes is different.
Threes
So
is
like
different.
it's a new thing that you're not used to seeing, like multiple Qatar neutral signatures from Queen Eye hitting. So like yeah, you're clapping your hands and laughing and smiling along because it's fun.
You know what it's like? It's like
What?
you're gone for college, right? You're so just
Okay.
used to eating just college cafeteria food all the time, and then you're just finally back home, and you get to eat a little bit of home cooking again finally. You know what? It's not necessarily the best home cooking, right? But you know what? It's nourishing. It feeds the soul. That's what Queen Eye's Qatar and Sig inside Sig. They feed the soul, my friends. Going into the next game, TM already setting up an edge guard here against Sgrape. My goodness.
You're Anton Ego in Ratatouille, and then the Qatar neutral signature is the Ratatouille that makes him be a child again.
That's right. Oh, Spectre dealing so much damage out to xJcoolJ, able to get the side, swatting him off stage. Sgrape looking through the landing, trying to find a neutral, trying to find a down air. Right now, this game has been so even. Sgrape knocked off stage without a weapon. Wow.
TM is actually going to be able to get back. They're not really going to pressure him too much. He was just blitzed, but he overextended. Took a side air as well. Now he's back to the middle of the stage. Oh, nice weapon toss. That got the dodge. Unfortunately, TM wasn't able to do anything after getting the dodge once he hit that neutral light.
Okay, that's another stock gone here. Blitz. Knockdown of 2 stocks here. xJcoolJ just taking a sweet old time, making it back onto the stage. What was
another
that?
one? The GC side
What was
sig
that
one
option
direction,
out of the
turning
D-line?
around the GC side or the side sig the other direction, almost getting a KO. There's Sgrape with the ground pound. Who's gonna fall first between Spectre and xJcoolJ? xJ is definitely more damage. He has to be significantly more careful than Spectre does.
Oh, Koko, the D-Light actually going to be able to KO on xJcoolJ. Finally, X D-Light getting a KO. It is a beautiful day. Sgrape, he's looking at Spectre. He's making sure that he's paying attention to Koko as Koko just comes in there with that side light. The D-Sig not going to be able to connect.
It is crazy that Koko's
Side light,
D-Light.
D-Light.
Oh, no
Oh,
signature. He only hit his teammate, though. Okay, there's the D-Light into the recovery off of the main soft platform. I believe there was an unarmed recovery that hit towards the end of last game that didn't have enough. It might have been for Blitz as well. That didn't have enough because he hit it on the main platform rather than extending up off the soft platform.
Oh, both members of Red Team off stage here. Sgrape looking for a safe landing. xJcoolJ! xJcoolJ!
Oh my gosh, okay.
Okay.
He was about to lose everything to wall slip, and Sgrape came in and was like, I'll handle this, and recovered him so that he could get up above the main platform. That was crazy.
I've never seen somebody actually hang on that long with 3 exclamation marks yelling at you that you gotta get back on. I've never seen anything like that before. Sideline neutral gonna be coming out here, going through the weapon toss. TM. Okay, Blitz dashing in the, able to get a weapon toss here. Just controlling the stage here, and that is now going to be Sgrape knockdown to last stock.
Great neutral sig there from Spectre to grab that stock, sending off the top. xJcoolJ using the soft platform to extend his recoveries, get the KO on his Spectre as well, trading 1-for-1.
Sgrape neutrally into the recovery as well. xJcoolJ not able to go ahead and get the side follow-up that he was looking for. Koko holding onto the ground, looking for the sail. This game is so even at the moment. Holding onto the ground pound. TM able to get the sail. xJcoolJ in a nasty position off stage. That's one downer. Can he make it back on? TM is forced to get back onto the stage.
I'm looking for Sgrape to make like a big play here. Someone on the red team's got to make a big play.
Okay.
Oh,
What a way to get back onto the stage.
That's a big play made by the blue team. That gets 1 KO. Splits up red. They're on opposite sides of the stage. There's the D-Sig from Koko.
Yeah, this is looking like blue team's game. xJcoolJ, can you make it back onto the stage? Oh my god. What a
All the
stylish way to
active
finish off that
frames
game.
Of that
Yeah.
reverse slide charge. Getting through the dodge that came, because it was a diagonal up dodge to the left. We'll see that. Hopefully they can slow it down for us in the replay. And then all of the active frames, the lingering active frames of that D-Sig reverse slide charge. So sick.
You know, I am so surprised we don't see that from Zol players more often. Just because it's able to cover the entirety of the stage and you get to let it go whenever you so please. It just covers so much space. So really nicely done from Koko. That was such a fun way to be able to close off that game. And that means that they are currently up 2-0.
And the reverse slide charge coming in. Boom. There's the dodge. And there's the hit. KO off the top, and we're back on Great Hall. Sgrape changing off of the Queen 9 over to the Orion. How many times have we seen him struggle with what character he wants to play as? Oh my gosh, Blitz. Also with the swap over to Teros, but we might not see him for very long in this game. And xJ also.
Okay, let's see what he's able to make happen. Sidelight neutral sider. Good amount of damage being dealt here. TM eating another downer as well. xJcoolJ jumping up, baiting the recovery. And that is going to be Blitz's first stock gone. TM trying to fight this 1v1 with xJcoolJ here. He is hunting him down again and again and again.
This is a very scary opening if you are the red team. Spectre and Koko very healthy right now. Everybody on red has lost their first stock except for xJcoolJ. He's doing his best. He's doing his best to fight away both members of the blue team, which is bare hands. Now he has a weapon, finally. The weapon toss, giving him a little bit of room. He eats the side air from Spectre. Here comes Koko. No, back up. Okay. Koko actually backing up from xJ.
The weapon toss comes out. Nice, just going to the lowest part of the stage. Spectre able to make it back on safely, and just like that, xJcoolJ is knocked down to his second stock. Sidelight, Sider coming out. Koko going deep off stage, still able to get another hit onto Sgrape, but Blitz. Oh wait, who is that got the stock here? Oh, that was xJcoolJ, got it.
That was xJcoolJ with an unarmed ground pound, and now he's going on the right side trying to do the same thing to TM. He did it to D-Light, but he got interrupted.
Spectre holding on to the stage here. TM being nice and patient, getting back on.
Dude, xJcoolJ just needs a weapon. Please let him get a weapon. Okay, thank you.
Please.
He was weaponless for so long, doing his best. Like he was doing a good job of like mixing between whether he's playing defensively to not get hit at weapon disadvantage. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is looking real dire for the red team.
Oh, but you know what? Sgrape beautifully threw it the offstage, having the spear off, and he was able to win it.
Oh,
goes for another one. What a madman.
I respect it almost.
Almost. The keyword there is almost.
He's risking a lot doing that, especially like Koko's good. Koko's played really well today.
Okay, Sgrape finding one recovery, holding on here, just keeps on juggling TM and dealing a good amount of damage. Still left without a weapon. xJcoolJ going for it all. I like the commitment, I like the idea because they need something. TM has been out of the game for so long. The downer is not going to be able to do it. Koko with the save, and then says, hey man, I saved you once, but I got to get back onto the stage, man.
Okay, this is interesting stock spread because it's 4 stocks to 3 in favor of the blue team, but TM is out.
Yes.
So let's see how this plays out. Because typically if this was like a 1v2 in this situation, it's reasonably winnable.
In this case, I mean, it's still doable. I feel like it's a lot more winnable than it is a 1v2, a 2v3, right? Because you can still get a lot of team combos and the stage is so big, you can get a lot of space from each other. So let's see what happens. Spectre going through that sidelight. Blitz trying to get some of these neutral juggles started.
Now, one thing that will benefit the team of 2 here is it seems like it's very difficult for the team of 3 to like get organized in the way that you can during a 2v1. Ooh, nice.
Wow.
All you can get are like single follow-ups like that. You don't get like the perfect setup for the long 0 to knockout combo, but you can still get follow-ups like we just saw. Great side stick from Sgrape.
Koko made it back on. The question is, how much longer is he going to hang on to the stock? Again, those D-lights, they are not connecting. And now it is a 2v2 in the favor of blue team. It is just what we talked about before. And Spectre is super healthy. As long as Koko does not lose his own stock. That is critical for the blue team. And both red team members have taken quite a bit of damage. Nice. The ground pound does connect.
Another one? Yep.
Is that it?
A Spectre goes in and he's so slow with the ground pound. Like he started it so early. It was so telegraphed. xJcoolJ was ready for it. Oh, they almost
not able to get the D-Light pickup. That was so close.
A little bit too far apart from one another. Didn't have enough damage on him.
It's going to be D-Sig, isn't it?
He's staying away from being in between them. Stop side air.
The interruption.
The second he gets in between them, Dara, it's the interruption.
That was so optimal. That was so nicely placed. Beautifully timed as well. Able to get the stop sale. And that means that xJcoolJ and Blitz and Sgrape, the red team, have put themselves back into the game and back into the set here. And you know what? The point that I really want to touch on is TM. Specifically, TM's last stock. This is not a criticism of TM. I want to talk about what happened here. TM was not allowed to play the game on that last stock. He started out so healthy, but guess what? He had no weapon. What did I tell you guys about the top platform in 3v3s? He got juggled again and again and again, and then he met a very untimely end off stage. Koko tried to save him once, and then Koko popped out a recovery of his own, and then ended up KOing his own teammate. Because of the fact that Koko had 2 stocks, I think the optimal play off stage would have been for Koko to SD instead of accidentally KOing his own teammate, because then he would have been able to make it back on, and then every member of the blue team would have still had a stock to play with. Koko would have been knocked out of last stock, but TM would have still had a stock of his own. So that's what I feel like really happened. That's what I feel like really defined that last game, which is super unfortunate for the blue team. TM took so much damage, and he was just not a factor in that last stock of that last game.
I do want to give props to Spectre, though. And so we can be nice and balanced here. I want to give props to Spectre that game of doing 622 damage, I believe, by the time everything was said and done. And so that's different than the, like, I'll call it a 1v2 clutch situation that Koko had to do on Great Hall, while Spectre was just kind of like sitting up on the top soft platform, and Koko was going in and doing all the work there. So completely turning that around, and Spectre doing the most damage for his team, also picking up most of the KOs at 5. Huge turnaround for Spectre last game.
And TM, look at what he is doing to xJcoolJ is what I would say. What just happened to Spectre's stock?
Sgrape just completely lanced him off the edge. He waited. He didn't do like the straight up Karatada lance 0 to knockout, but he just waited, hit the down air, and then hit the side air after that. Incredible work from Sgrape there, showing like this is why like so many people, when he locks in other legends, like we just want to see him play Orion.
Yes. Yeah, he got lanced. That's the best way to put it. Koko going to be losing his first stock as well. All of a sudden, this is a completely different set for the red team. TM.
Great little improvisational combo there between Blitz and Sgrape. 2 spear players just going at it. Picking it up high and then carrying off the top. Incredible work from Red. Blitz is going to fall
comes
there,
out
though.
successfully. Sgrape.
I didn't even see what sent Blitz over to the right side. I was looking at the left.
Able to get that D-Light, able to find the down air as well. Koko, no side light sider once again. There it is, it's finally coming out. Sgrape gonna be losing his stock off the side here. Really nicely done from Spectre.
We'll see if they try to focus on Spectre or TM, given how much more damage they are than Koko. Sgrape looking to take out TM here. There's the spot dodge coming through. Oh, he hoped the hurt box was gonna peek over so he could hit with the side sig. There's another side sig, but it hits his teammate.
Sgrape is so hungry for these signatures, isn't he? It doesn't matter if it's on the Queen Eye or otherwise. I mean, he is just popping them out every single chance that he can. He gets a sider. He's controlling the ground. Koko is able to dodge in and avoid the sider. Sgrape wasn't able to go ahead and space that out. TM is off stage. Can xJcoolJ close this? TM goes high. xJcoolJ goes low. Oh, he might not make it back on.
That's tough. I thought he still had an axe recovery. If he had that, he would have been able to get over. But yeah, it was the ground pound from Sgrape that sent him to the right and an opponent to the left. I believe they got the stock on the opponent to the left. And if they didn't before, then they did now, getting it on the Koko. So still a trade, still an even trade. Blitz is going to come out on top because he's still living on a second stock, so red team is still in the lead. This double Bryn and this single Orion holding through.
They got to get that stock off of Blitz some way, somehow. It's got to be that end light. It's got to be that cannon D-light. Or you know what? It's just going to be a side from downtown. Nicely done, nicely placed from TM. It is 1 stock apiece here. Sgrape is looking for any way to be able to land.
If I'm above a spear in that moment, like, I'm so scared. Not that like he's necessarily in danger of getting KO'd because he doesn't have a lot of damage on his stock, but the fact that like the juggle game is so real. I feel like he doesn't have very much. He doesn't have very much other than like a weapon toss there to deal with any of those things.
Okay, Spectre and TM, they got caught stacked. xJcoolJ, amazing recovery. Able to get the punish with the unarmed recovery. Nicely done. TM picking up the gauntlets. D-Light recovery coming out successfully. Lands back down nice and safely. Following up off of the friendly fire, TM finds a recovery of his own. He is playing like his life depends on it. Koko is off stage. Can he make it back on? Can TM make it back on is the question.
Everybody's so red right now. Koko gets taken out from the middle of the stage. TM in a technically winnable 1v3. There's one.
A little bit more winnable now, isn't it?
I feel like they're not going to edge guard.
Oh, that platform is so clutch. The side light whiffs, no punish. I'm surprised that wasn't like a D-light there.
Oh, TM.
He's popping him out. The weapon toss as a way to be able to break neutral, to be able to get in, gets a little bit of space. He tosses out the weapon again. It doesn't connect, and now he is off stage without a weapon up against Spirit. xJcoolJ knows how to close those out.
That was huge. Blitz and xJcoolJ now forcing this into game 4. And I loved Blitz's movement. I don't think we're going to get to see it on the replay, but there was a time in the 1v2 where a weapon spawn came in. One member of red team had a weapon, the other one didn't. So who was, I can't remember who was stuck on the edge, but they were stuck on the edge. And he waited until the red team member made the move to go for the weapon so that he could safely come over the corner and hit the other red team member without risk of punishment. His timing on that and like his patience in the moment to strike was so smart.
So, this is going to be now going to game 5, which is really surprising again. I feel like this started off so well for TM, Koko, and Spectre here. That last game, I mean, Spectre only dealing 310 damage, a little bit behind. TM was leading in a lot of the damage, and also his survivability was excellent. 617 damage dealt, 643 damage taken. I'm trying to think about what happened that last game, but it felt so even, it felt so back and forth, and honestly, that 1v3, the way that TM was playing, it felt doable. Like, I felt it in my chest. Like, this could happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a very, very close game. And I mean, we got to give TM props. Because it seemed like he struggled the game before, and then all of a sudden that game, he's the one doing the most damage. It's basically like the same thing that we kind of said about Spectre. All of a sudden the Spectre turned around as well. And then all of a sudden that last game, he struggled a little bit. And TM was the one who had to step up.
So, we're going into the next game, the last game of the set. Of course, the loser of the set is going to be completely knocked out of the entirety of the championships. And so, right back to the stage.
1, brawl.
And we're having Sgrape here on this stage, and he doesn't have the Queen 9. He doesn't really have an option, period, to take off the top. I mean, like, he has Lance neutral signature, but he's mostly been playing Spear so far. We'll see if that kind of changes, or if he really focuses on this Lance. Like, he's done some great Lance work, but it's been, I feel like, more on the edge than necessarily just, like, in neutral. So maybe he wants to just juggle to that platform, the sidelight neutral layer, bringing him up, and then all of a sudden hit a big neutral signature on the top platform.
Blitz is playing so well. He's able to convert, he's moving, he's finding all the different downers and weapon tosses that you could be possibly looking for. Sgrape popping out that end sig, a bit of unfortunate friendly fire. xJcoolJ, I'm surprised that he got that stage spike there. I guess Spectre ended up just going off stage a little bit there with that side sig.
Yeah, we're seeing Sgrape go for these dodge reads now with the sidelight into like the turnaround neutral sig, or the D-light into the turnaround neutral sig, trying to catch spot dodges. Sgrape over on the edge, looking like he was going to attempt the edge guard, attempt the Gimp against Spectre, but Spectre gets through it.
Yeah, Spectre threatened with the axe recovery. He just had to respect it, and he found an unarmed recovery, so he tried his best. But I gotta say, this lead that the red team has amassed is looking fantastic. The end light comes out. Spectre is so deep off stage. xJcoolJ is gonna be looking for a way to be able to close it out, and he holds onto the ground pound for the dearly life. He knew that Spectre had absolutely nowhere to go.
Now Spectre's going to be spawning back in, looking for the weapon. He grabs it on the soft platform. All the way on the top on the left side. He's going to take a recovery from Sgrape. Okay, there's one stock. They can grab the other two pretty quickly if they find some KO moves. There's another one. Can they get xJcoolJ?
Oh, with how evasively he is playing, he's backing up a little bit. He has killed a little bit of that momentum, but he does end up falling into the end light. Nicely spaced, nicely positioned from Koko. So now, blue team has a lot of damage that they need to make happen.
Ooh, Spectre was in the 1v1 Lance v Lance against Sgrape and then just completely disengaged from that. I don't know if he felt like not confident enough or if he just saw an opening to then like come help and support his team.
Koko off stage here. xJcoolJ gonna get interrupted with the weapon toss. Koko gonna be keeping himself nice and safe. D-light comes out. Sgrape able to find the end light, the D-light, end light. Really nicely done. Good amount of damage. The D-sig is not able to actually connect. Looking for the recovery. Sidelight neutral downer as well. TM is taking a beating.
Now I don't know if TM had his dodge there, or sorry, if Blitz had his dodge there when he got caught with that sidelight side air, or if he expected another sidelight neutral air and just didn't use his dodge in that moment and was going to wait for it after.
Oh, Blitz is going out there. Koko using the side to get back onto the stage here, and he gets back on nice and safely. Sgrape now knocked down to last stock here. This is just about entirely even, except for Koko. Koko has to be the one to play it safe, but he is getting 2v1.
Ooh, he just jumps over that side sig, but it still hits Spectre. Oh, Sgrape just barely missing the desync and then gets caught by xJcoolJ's desync, and then they get the punish off of that for the KO. This is a huge opening for the blue team. Spectre still on second stock.
Oh, Koko is now knocked out of the game and knocked out of the set. This is not impossible for the blue team, but the red team is relatively a lot healthier. So let's see what Spectre and TM can make happen here, if anything. The end light comes out and it's able to KO. TM, run!
Running.
TM, get out! Get out! Leave!
He was just running, and the red team doesn't even want to mess with him there and get caught in something goofy. So they're just going to go back to the main soft platform and hold that while Spectre spawns back in.
TM coming back on with the recovery. Nicely done, nicely positioned. He's keeping it nice and safe. Actually, xJcoolJ baited out the neutral. I'm surprised there wasn't a downer after that dodge. Gets the recovery. Spectre stuck in a corner, eating that side light. Blitz not going to be able to pick up the end light here. Dashing onto the ground here. Sgrape off stage.
Oh, he almost
Spectre.
did the side air. Oh, it was so close. He would have taken out Sgrape with that. Everybody's so red. There's the in-light from the middle of the stage. That doesn't even send out Sgrape, but there's the D-Light grab pound.
D-Light grab pound.
Extended off stage to continue and secure the KO. There's a side air from Spectre. He's in the
Okay.
1v2. It's winnable, but it's going to be so tough.
Not impossible. Oh, the combo. Nicely done. What an amazing finish. Red team holding it down, making the comeback over the course of that set. Really beautifully done. And that means that they will be moving on into elimination semis.
Look at the damage numbers. Spectre did 751 and Koko only did 2.